Well, here you go, Dr. C.
Thank you, Ashley.
Oh, it is
Thank
a
you.
pleasure to serve. And coming up next on The Power to Prosper, we're going to be talking about how you can serve others.
From coast to coast and around the world, you have the power to prosper. Welcome to The Power to Prosper with your host, Dr. H. Michael Chitwood. Dr. H. Michael Chitwood is one of the influential speakers of our time.
God is opening doors for those who can see. My question to you is, can you really see what God has for you?
Broadcasting live around the world, Dr. H. Michael Chitwood is a powerful, dynamic speaker who has helped thousands prosper according to God's Word.
You are perfect for your purpose. See, no one can take your place and no one can do what you're called to do. There is no substitute for you. You have been pre-planned for purpose.
Discover how you can prosper in every area of your life: finances, family, your job, your faith, health, and your entire life. Get ready for transformative insights, life-changing principles, and practical wisdom to unlock your full potential.
God loves to use ordinary people to do extraordinary things in this world.
Join us now and experience the power of prosperity with Dr. H. Michael Chitwood. Broadcasting live, this is The Power to Prosper.
Welcome, everyone, to the Power to Prosper Show. I'm Ashley, and as always, I'm here with the incredible Dr. Chitwood. Everyone, give a round of applause for our favorite person.
Thank you. Thank you.
We are so glad that you're joining us today on this journey toward purpose, prosperity, and most importantly, people.
That's exactly right, Ashley. You know, prosperity isn't just about money or success in business. True prosperity, now listen carefully, true prosperity is about impact. Mm-hmm. It's about using what God has given you to serve others. And today we're going to be diving deep into powerful principles of being selfish and service and the relationship that shapes our success for God, for others, and for everybody.
I love it. One of the most overlooked secrets to lasting success
That's right.
is actually found in Scripture. Do you know that? Philippians 2:3, which says, "Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, value others above yourselves." So when we take our eyes off of ourselves and we focus on lifting others up, which you're so good at doing, that's why you're so successful, doors begin to open in ways that we never imagined.
You know, we've known each other for a while, and when we started ICCM, we started it with a lot of people coming against us. I mean, especially men, all over denominations, all kind of denominations were blasting us hard, because we were ordaining women as an ordained minister of the gospel and licensed minister of the gospel. And they just crucified us. And I want to just tell you, if you are a woman called by God and you want to be an evangelist, if you want to be a preacher or teacher, whatever it may be. I mean, they said the same thing about Joyce Myers when she was given her ministerial credentials from Fenton, Missouri. She can't do it. She looks like a man. She talks like an Army sergeant. So disrespectful. I was on the stage when they said it, and I cut them every one down and said, you need to stop this. This woman has a word that she wants to give to this congregation. And so it's important that you know that if you want to be a part of ICCM, that you can go to iccmworldwide.org and you can be a part of giving service out, because this is what this is about, is service to others, being able to serve people and to give people what they need. So I think it's important, and that's the reason why that you can walk into your God-given destiny alone. God places people in our lives for a reason. Some to bless us, others to bless others. And through those connections, His purpose is being fulfilled.
That's right. And then we serve with no strings attached.
No, I love that. No strings attached. I love it.
And when we do that and we give without expecting anything in return, that is when true favor flows. Wow, relationships are built on trust, respect, and service which is the foundation of having real influence.
Yeah, that's good.
Real
Very good.
influence.
Well, let me tell you this. Our guest today is someone who lives the principle out every single day. I've never met a man that believes what he believes so strong and does it every day. He's a businessman. He's a leader, a servant-hearted man of God. He's helped countless people grow, not just financially, but spiritually and relational. I'm excited about our guest today.
I know. I think that's such an important topic because we talk a lot about prospering for everyone on the show, and that's important. We want everybody to prosper, obviously, but sometimes I think people forget that you have to give before you can get. And you have to help others grow before you can grow. And that's such an important part of it. So stick around because we will be right back with Seen and Unseen.
Dr. Chitwood is a phenomenal man. He has this knowledge, a wealth of knowledge that he pours into you constantly. He's constantly teaching you what you can do and what you can achieve.
What it means to me to have Dr. Chitwood as a life coach is invaluable. I mean, he's there constantly. He's completely approachable.
Well, this conference has made a tremendous impact on my life because now I'm actually walking in my destiny. You know, I see myself doing what it is that God has called me to do, and I know how to fulfill that.
He also helps us to visualize what our life can be like. He teaches you, if you want to change your life, I have to change the way you think.
What he's given us as a mentor, okay, so that we can go further in our lives, okay, and become and reach that millionaire status, okay, and I believe that we all can do that, and we have it in us, but I believe that I have it in me, and that's the most important thing to me.
It's phenomenal. You know, rarely do you get somebody that's wealthy to mentor you, but a billionaire to take you to a different level, and it's life-changing. I can walk up to him and ask him a question, discuss something with him. You can't go up to Richard Branson and do that, but you can go do that with Dr. Chitwood, so it's been phenomenal.
It changed my life because this is the first time I coming here, and Dr. Michael Chitwood teach me everything, and he changed my life.
Hey everybody, this is Dr. H. Michael Chitwood, and I'm so excited about what's taking place at Vision Broadcasting Network. Come on and go with me for just a minute. Hey, listen, I don't know if you know this or not, but it's important for you to realize that we are now into 330 million possible households, and people are really loving especially the Power to Prosper show on Vision Broadcasting Network. Now, what you need to realize is this, is that you can be a programmer on vbntv.org. Now, it's important for you to understand how much we charge. Would you like to know how much we charge to be a programmer? Absolutely zero. We believe in souls, not profit. A lot of these networks are in it for the profit. We're in it for souls. And we want you to consider being a programmer. This is my set here for the Power to Prosper show. And we have a host here. She's not here today, of course. We'll be starting production here around the first week of January. And we want you to know that you can have your set. And if you want to use this studio, you can. You just can't use this set. You have your own set. We have a Hispanic channel. We have a children's channel. I mean, we have 100 channels that's available for you. You can even have your own channel if you have enough material. Our number one programmer for the month of November was Pastor Bishop Ronnie Phillips from Abba's house right here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. His stuff is powerful. So, hey, if you want to be a programmer, go to vbntv.org. We're right there. We want you to be a programmer. It doesn't cost you anything. So you need to get out of that little strip center next to the liquor store where you're trying to help those people and realize that the message is you preach the gospel to the whole world. To the whole world, not to just 30 or 40, 50. You've got to get that message to the whole world. He said, preach the gospel to the whole world until everybody's saved. I want you on Vision Broadcasting Network as one of our programmers. Just go to vbntv.org and you can see just exactly how to do it. I want you right here with me, okay? I'll see you later.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Power to Prosper. We are so excited to have with us on the show one of my personal friends and an all-around just great human. We've had him on the show before, so everyone please welcome back Michael Cody.
Michael Cody, everybody's
Two Michaels.
Michael back.
Two Michael C's.
Glad to be here again.
Well, Michael, it's good to have you back again. You've been on several shows here at the Power to Prosper show on the live network of Vision Broadcasting Network. And by the way, if you want to become a broadcaster or air your program on Vision Broadcasting Network, just go to vbntv.org or info@vbntv.org. You're here.
I'm here.
Live and in person. And you look great, by the way.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
How old are you?
I'm 34.
34 and an entrepreneur. You've built a thriving company. I love it. And the thing I love most is this name. I wish I had got this name. I hope you've got it trademarked or
Absolutely.
something. Vision Construction Company. And you're not just about that, but you're also about excellence in business. But your heart really is for people. I don't know. You sure you weren't called to be a minister of the gospel?
The journey's not over yet.
Journey's not over yet. Well, you need to see ICCM because we'll put you right in there. Let's jump right in. Can we do that, Ashley?
Yep.
Can you share with us how the principle of being selfless service has shaped your journey? How has that made your journey shape the way that it's shaped now?
Yeah, so I come from a background where we were, growing up, we were always involved, right?
Involved in what?
In the community. So, for
in the
example, like, when we were playing sports, if we weren't playing sports, we were umpiring, refereeing, or even coaching, helping the younger kids out, things like that. And that's really kind of where it started. As it progressed, the areas that I got called to be of service just grew and grew and grew. And so by the time that I actually started a business, I had this backlog of years of people that I had been of service to, just to be of service. And so by the time it actually took off, everybody already knew how I lived my life. So if you take anything that I have, I can trace it back to a time I was being of service to somebody else.
So this entire community that your family lived in, all of them knew about you and your family, about your service to the community at large.
Absolutely.
So when something came up, they always went to the Cody family.
Yeah, if we weren't already there.
Well, I mean, if they needed something or if something happened, emergencies, they call the Cody family.
Yeah.
Cody, call
exactly
the Cody
right.
family.
Well, you were talking about how, everything that you have now and every aspect of your life, essentially, you can trace back to where you were of service to someone. So how would you say that those relationships that you've built in that service has helped you succeed? And what are some examples? Give us an example.
Okay, well, so I personally feel in my experience that I'm continuously anointed by the community. Okay, is that when I perform at a certain level, I get asked, it's crazy, is every project I do is bigger, harder, more difficult, more challenging than the last one. So I don't keep getting asked to stay at the same playing field. I keep getting asked to rise above.
Yeah.
The relationships that I've built, an easy one is I went to a friend function of mine, right? It was one of our friends' birthdays. And just from the people that were there, we all started talking. A guy finds out that I do pools. He does fiberglass. Ends up putting me in touch with a GM of one of the Hilton hotels to redo their pool. And what that spawned into was now I'm putting a new roof on a hotel. Or I'm remodeling a 10,000 square foot phase 2 of a pool area. So all of those came from, relationships that were connections. It's the company you keep and then their relationships, and it just turns into this massive network. It just keeps spreading.
Growing, yeah.
Absolutely.
I had a friend one time years ago. He was just a kid. We're just, I don't know, 20, 25, 30, maybe something like that. But I told him, I said, you know what? He's a painter. And I said, and I just said this out of the clear. I don't know what made me say it, but I said, you need to go to Pizza Hut and see if Pizza Hut won't let you paint their roof. You know, all their roofs are painted.
Yeah, yeah.
And this Pizza Hut roof looked horrible. He went inside. He said, well, you need to talk to the district manager. He talked to the district manager. And do you know that he is now the painter for all Pizza Huts? He paints every roof red for the Pizza Huts all throughout the United States, wherever Pizza Hut at. He's the man. He just stays busy. City to city to city. Paint. So they saw he was good at it. People see that you're good at it because you're a certified entrepreneur. They see you're good at it, so they want somebody good at it, somebody honest, by the way, and somebody's got service-oriented in their spirit, and that's you. I love it. I love that. I love it.
Well, I have to brag on Michael for a second because he's definitely not telling you the whole story of how nice and kind he is. So let me give you an example. When I was first starting, oops, I just bumped my microphone. Sorry, guys. When I was first starting my business, and I had like a little venue for a few years until COVID happened, but we had a little venue, and I was renovating it. And I, like we've talked about, you know, I started my business with my own money. And I had posted on Facebook, and I was like, hey, does anybody know someone that can help me, you know, with this renovation? Michael shows up. He's just like, I'll drive to Chattanooga. I'll help you out. Didn't ask for a penny. He was like, you're my friend, and you're starting this business, and I want to see you succeed, and I want to help you out. Shows up, helps me out. Not only did he help me out, and then he ended up like meeting some people at the gas station who was like this family that needed money, and just like gave them all the money he had on him. It's like, that's just the kind of person he is. Like, so when he is not really telling you all the whole story of just the kind of service-oriented person that he is.
You, Ashley.
You,
Thank you.
You can tell, though, even though he hasn't said it, you can tell by talking to him offset. You can tell by talking to him with a couple of people in the conversation that he's got that type of heart and spirit.
Yep.
He's not a greedy person. Are you greedy?
No, sir.
He's not a greedy person. Are you a fair charger in your prices?
Absolutely.
He charges fair in his prices. You can just tell he's a fair person. You can tell he's a good person. I'm really glad I got to meet him. In fact, I want to pause for just a second because this is someone watching right now, somebody's watching right now, that you've been trying to build something. You've been trying to remodel something, renovate something. And I'll tell you something, there's a bunch of pool companies that will rip you off big time. I mean, be careful with pool companies. Your career, your business, your ministry. But if you're not building relationships along the way, you're missing the foundation. People are the doorway to your destiny. You need to connect to Michael Cody. Information's on the screen. Connect with him. He'll help you become an entrepreneur, plus build what you want.
So, Michael, what advice would you give to someone who's maybe watching right now and they're wanting to, you know, start that business or work in leadership or, you know, want to live out this principle of selfless service, but they just kind of don't really know how to get there. Like, you know, we're talking about being of service and being selfless to other people. And maybe someone doesn't know how to start. Like, maybe they feel awkward asking someone if they can help them. Like, what would you say?
Well, what I would say is when you ask for an opportunity to be of service, one will present itself. I guarantee you that. And a big part where I think people get mixed up is they may ask for those certain things, but when the door opens, because it doesn't look the way they thought it might, that it's not the door they're supposed to walk through. But what you don't understand is you may even learn a tough lesson in helping somebody, but that lesson is part of a puzzle or is a piece to a puzzle that you need later down the road. You have no idea. That's the wonder about it, right? So when you ask for an opportunity to be of service and then say they ask for something that it doesn't matter what it is, but you just make an effort and God will open up the doors to make that possible.
I'm going to call you on the phone and I say, Michael, this is Michael Chitwood, and I want to get involved becoming an entrepreneur. I'm 21 years of age. What can you do to help me? What's your response to that camera right there?
I want to know what you love doing. What would you do that you could do for free? What would you do that if nobody paid you for, you would still be so overjoyed to not just do it, but do a good job at it, right? If you'll do it passionately, there's no reason why you can't monetize it at some point.
So you give me my first job. and I do the job and I do it good, you're going to come out and inspect it, and you're going to say, hey, your work is good. Maybe you do this better, do that better. Kind of coach me up a little bit, train me a little bit, and then pretty soon I'm going to be off on my own doing my own job.
Absolutely.
So you're an entrepreneur trainer too, as well as an entrepreneur building things.
Yeah.
You build, you train. I love that very much.
We build people.
I was going to say builds.
Yeah.
He builds things, but he mainly builds people. Well, I love it. Thank you so much for being here. And don't go anywhere, friends, because when we come back, we're going to hear from some of our viewers with Common Sense.
Yeah, Common Sense coming up. Michael.
Hello, I'm Dr. H. Michael Chitwood, and I want to bring to you today Vision Broadcasting Network of America. We have an extensive blend of interdenominational and multicultural programming. We provide state-of-the-art faith, family, and finance content, and we are totally committed to producing high-quality television just for you. Vision Broadcasting Network has a singular goal, and that is to help each church, each ministry reach as many people as possible and introduce them to Jesus Christ. We do this by providing the largest platform in broadcasting today, using every source that's available. VBN has over 75 years of experience in helping others with the vision that God has given them to come into fruition. We are the next generation in Christian broadcasting with a cutting edge of streaming technology. I can make your program look very, very good and very professional with professional excellence. If you're interested in becoming a programmer on one of our 100 channels, or if you'd like to find out how you can become a VBN partner to help spread the gospel around the world, then go to vbntv.org. vbntv.org. Vision Broadcasting Network is the #1 network for faith, family, and finances. We are VBN.
Hey, this is Pastor Ronnie Phillips, and I'm the lead pastor of Abbas House in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Have been for about 8 years. Listen, I just want to take a moment to tell you to get your books in order. Get your taxes in order. I'm so grateful that many years ago, someone recommended Chitwood and Chitwood to me because they understand tax law. They've been in the business 100 years, and there's so many pastors that when they die, no one takes care of their spouse, their children, their families are put on the street. I've prayed in the hospital beds of preachers' kids that parents were treated poorly. Listen, you don't need a bunch of religious-minded people around you that don't know tax law. You need the best in the country that is for you, pastor, and your staff and your family. I'm grateful I made the switch to Chitwood and Chitwood. I'm grateful that Ronnie Phillips Ministries International is covered by Chitwood and Chitwood. They are the best. They are for you, and they are right with the IRS. You need to join Chitwood and Chitwood today.
Hello, I'm Dr. H. Michael Chitwood, and I'm the CEO and president of Chitwood and Chitwood. There's nothing more important than protecting pastors, churches, and church leaders in this day and time we live. And now more than ever before, the IRS compliance is vital. The IRS is coming after churches and nonprofits like never before. As the oldest and largest church financial firm in the world with over 100 years of experience, we have learned that it's not what you know that will hurt you, but it's what you don't know. If you don't know church tax law, then you can't do church books. Makes perfect sense to me. Chitwood and Chitwood understands that church tax and law better than anyone else, and that is why that we represent thousands and thousands of pastors, churches, and nonprofits around the world. We help keep their house of worship in order because, simply put, God cannot bless a mess. For more information about Chitwood and Chitwood, visit us at chitwoods.com or call us today at 800-225-5849. I'm Dr. H. Michael Chitwood, and I approve this message.
Welcome back, everyone. Are we going to...
Welcome back, everybody. We're glad that you're back with us on the Power to Prosper show. This is Ashley. She's going to take over right now.
It's okay if you want to be the one to talk, that's totally fine. I think it's next time we'll let you welcome everyone back. We're really excited to hear from some of our viewers who have sent in text messages asking some questions. And these are some really good questions today. Okay. I'm really, really interested to hear y'all's answers. So we've got Dr. Cook on the couch, of course. He's always great at answering these. But first, let's hear from Desiree from Omaha, Nebraska, who asks, what do you do when someone that you have helped out betrays you?
All right. That sounds very good. Let's, who do you want to start with?
Let's hear from Michael.
You had anybody betray you?
Yeah, once or twice. Once or twice. You know, my honest answer to that is it's like water off a duck's back. When somebody does that, you know, I don't even hold it against them. As a matter of fact, you know, I've obviously had quite a few people work for me, so I've dismissed quite a few people from working for me, and I still love every one of them. Like
Well, guess what? I hate to notify you of this, but you hold the record of one or two.
Yeah.
Because I've had hundreds of people to betray me. And I have forgiven them, but I've had 102. But congratulations, everybody. Michael holds the record of 2.
That's it.
All right, Ashley, what do you got?
Okay, well, Jonathan from Boulder, Colorado asks, I'm a people pleaser and I know it. So how do I set boundaries so that I'm not taken advantage of? What do you think about that, Dr. Cook?
I think he needs to know his worth. When you know your worth, you don't have to worry about trying to please somebody else.
Okay.
Wow, well, that's good.
Okay.
I'll tell you what I was taught by my father. He says you can always do business with a crook as long as you know he's a crook.
Right.
So be careful who you do business with because people will take advantage of you just because you are a people pleaser. Be careful.
Yes.
Sarah from Somerset, Pennsylvania wants to know, what is the best way to start networking with people without coming across like I'm trying to sell something?
That's a good question because a lot of times you come across people like that and they always think you're trying to sell something. Michael, what do you think about that?
Well, our segment we just had about service is probably the easiest way I would do that is if I'm trying to network with people, I would go and find out what services I could offer them. Before it goes the other way of what services they could necessarily offer.
You're listening to a multi-millionaire entrepreneur right now, certified entrepreneur, right here live on the Power to Prosper show and the Vision Broadcasting Network. So, Dr. Cook, what do you think about that?
I believe the same principle, you know, as you serve and you go in with a right motive, you know, people can kind of tell whether you're trying to sell them something.
Well, I don't know. These days, there's some good scammers out there.
Yes, sir. But I think that's the key is not to be so aggressive, even if you are trying to sell something.
Well, that's true. But, boy, I tell you what, you really have to be careful these days because there's a bunch of scammers out there. And let me just say something to you. For all of the seniors out there, let me tell you, be careful with these people calling about Social Security scams and disability scams.
Medicaid,
and Medicaid scams. Be careful because once they get your information, they will scam you. I know one lady that lost $480,000 because she was scammed by a scammer. I hate scammers.
So
I don't like them.
And they have it too now with AI. They can record one of your children's voice. It can make it sound like it's one of your children talking to you.
Yeah, say, hey, Daddy, I'm in prison. Can you send $10,000 for bail money? No, be careful because there's scammers out there. Believe it or not, we live in a real world. You got to cover yourself and make sure that you've got the discernment to pick up if they're fake or if they're real. That's hard to do sometimes because some of them are such great salesmen.
Yes, they are.
That's crazy.
Well, anyway, I don't know. We had a great show.
Hey, you know, maybe we should have a show where we talk a little bit more about that. It sounds
I think you need to.
Sounds like you had a lot to say about that.
I got a lot to say. Listen, we've enjoyed Michael being with us today.
Yes,
thank you very much.
Great job. Everybody give Michael a great big hand, our audience out there. We love you. We hope you'll come back, Michael. Good to see you. A certified entrepreneur doing great things, building things across America, helping entrepreneurs. Until next time, Dr. Cook, Ashley, and Michael, we all believe that you have power to prosper. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching The Power to Prosper. Contact us at vbntv.org and check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/vbnTVORG. And be sure to join us next time on The Power to Prosper.